Nice intro.
All right.
Okay. My name's Ben. We're here with Harry. Harry Lines.
How's it going, mate?
That's good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
So Harry, tell everyone who you are, what you're all about.
Yeah. So I'm Harry Lines. I'm an artist currently based in Manchester. Yeah, I've been up there for the last 3 years, just playing with my band. We've been recording an EP recently, and yeah, just kind of loving life in Manchester right now.
So let's start by showing a bit of this track.
Yeah, let's do it.
Lost in the moment, forgot where I was. The sound of your heartstrings pulling against me runs through my thoughts. You said it's just the chemicals, but I say I'm a mess. Oh, I'm a mess.
So that was a little bit of Harry's latest track that's coming out very soon. What's the story behind this track? Where did it all start?
So Chemicals started with the chorus on this track actually, and it was inspired by a moment I had a few years back when I was in a relationship. And I remember I was kind of looking for a bit of comfort. I think I was going through a little patch of kind of anxiety. I kind of went through, this phase of like needing a bit of support, and the person was saying, it's just the chemicals in your body. It's just, it's just a natural reaction. And I think that was something that I kind of remembered it when I was writing the song. I was like, that's quite a good concept for the song. That it's not, it's not just the chemicals. I just need a bit of support. So that's kind of where the idea came from.
And when you write a track, like, do you journal, or do you tend to get your thoughts down, or does the music come first? What happens?
So usually when I start a song, I usually pick out some chords, stuff like that, and then really the emotion of the song will come from kind of what I'm playing. If I land on a particular chord sequence or something like that, and in this case, I was just playing, and it just gave kind of it's just got this kind of bittersweet feel, and I was like, something needs to be said about a relationship or something like that. So I just landed on chemicals, and then there's something about the word chemicals as well that has so many different meanings. We've got a dog coming to attack us.
Sorry, guys.
No,
you're all
don't
good,
worry.
mate.
Don't worry.
Oh yeah, we're just doing a little song run through actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, breaking down the
fantastic.
song.
Sorry, I probably
Mate.
weren't expecting an audience.
Oh, don't
That's
worry.
absolutely fine.
Yeah, it's fine. So I got a little original voice memo here on my phone. I don't know if we can hear this or not. So it's a lot more. It's kind of a lot more slow, and at that point I think I was like really leaning into the lyrics. Yeah. And then it ends a bit different. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So it was different, but it had the same feel, and I think that chorus has stayed kind of similar for the entire time. And then I kind of came across that theme that I played, and then I kind of stuck it in straight into the DAW.
Which door do you use?
Ableton.
Okay.
Yeah. Which had a nice little warped effect on it, and I think it instantly gave it that souliness. It's got the vintageized effect on it.
Nice.
And that, for me, that the melody was there.
Lost in the moment, forgot where I was.
Okay.
The melody was there in the guitar part, and I was like, this is great. So I think there, you know, I just realised there, right, I've got the song now, and that kind of gave it the bones, and with that kind of effect on it, it like almost settled the soundscape for me. I was like, this is exactly how it's going to sound. So I basically had my mic. I'm pretty sure I even like stuck it between my legs because I was in my bedroom. I was like, right, I've got to get this down.
Yeah.
So I like stuck it here, had my guitar, and was just like, played the part.
Yeah.
And
then
you played it straight in, and then just left it there, and that's the original like first tape. And more recently, we recorded drums. So here it comes. Anyway, we'll get the I'll load the song up.
And that's Jack Willen.
That's Jack Willen, the main man, and he kind of just laid it down. And Juliet, who I write with quite a lot, she lives in my house. Amazing bass player, and she came in. I was like, Juliet, I need a bass line for this, and she just sat down and was just like really sitting inside the groove. And I think having drums, bass, and guitar, that was the foundation for the rest of the song. I kind of referenced D'Angelo quite a lot in this song. One song in particular that I was kind of listening to around the same time was Really Love by D'Angelo, which has this kind of Spanish feel, and kind of uses a classical guitar, a nylon string, and just has that like, there's something about it. I'll load the song. And you can hear the nylon string that I used as well, just on top of the main guitar part.
So was it this guitar
Plus nylon string on top.
Which guitar was that?
That was just literally my old, I think it was my aunt's nylon string. And I literally, I took it, I think a few years ago, and I was like, right, I've got to use this guitar in some song.
Okay, do you want to run me through your band then for this track?
Yeah, so Juliet Sear, Jack Willen, Settling, and Kevin Winter. We all got in a room and we recorded the song. So we hear the drums, Jack recorded them, I'm pretty sure with Juliet, and they've just got a lovely soulful feel. Yeah. I'll put the bass in as well, why not? Yeah.
Do you want to build up the track?
Let's do that. So we've got this, and then I'll add my guitar part that I put in. And then from there, I recorded my vocals.
You said it's just the chemicals. I say I'm a mess. Oh, I'm a mess.
Which
So clean though.
Yeah, and I wanted to create that soulful sound as well, so I stuck a few different plugins on that made it a bit more warm and had that kind of like tapey effect on it, which the drums do as well. The drums have that tape sound that makes it a bit more saturated. And it's very kind of like, I'm leaning into the 60s, 70s soul sound of like Al Green, Stevie Wonder. They all had that kind of raw sound that wasn't overthought. It felt like the songs were literally just like, this is the drums. They're going to go through these plugins. We're going to crank these, compressors. And I think that made such a warm and it's such a lush sound. So I thought I'd try and replicate that a bit.
What are you doing to your vocals here?
So the vocals, let's have a look.
Hoping for a miracle.
So they've got
You leave
tape
me in
recorders
regret.
on tape emulation. I've got a bit of a doubler on my vocal to make it a bit thicker, and then I've got a bit of the radiator plugin, which just adds that vocal warmth.
What mic did you use?
I used my Aston Origin. It's by no means an amazing mic, but it did the job. I recorded the acoustic on it. It's got a really lovely kind of high-end actual balance across the whole mic. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of my songs now that I'm self-producing, it is DIY. I'll be at home in my bedroom and just be like, going between guitar, keys, like just trying to lay things down quickly so I can just like keep creative. And that's the big thing. I think it's in the Rick Rubin book. He was saying you just don't want to limit your creativity by taking too long on things.
Talking a bit about the studio process, you mixed it, produced it.
Yeah, so I mean, it was kind of a bit of a mix between me doing it at home as a demo, and quite a lot of the close sound came from that. And then we kind of moved to the studio in Manchester. Ivan, who was recording us, he did a brilliant job on like putting it through amazing like Abbey Road gear. And I think that's such a big part of the drums, bass, and guitar sound. And then going through the process of now mixing it myself, it almost like you know, because I can kind of add my like personal taste to it.
Yeah.
And mixing is so subjective to everyone; it changes between person to person. But I think the fact, you know, that I've got all these stems now on my laptop, I can just spend time really like experimenting with the sound, you know, using different artists as a reference for recording. I've got some electric guitars to be cool to play. So this was the lead vocal, and then I stuck some backing vocals behind it. Let me try and find those.
Lost in the moment, forgot where I was. The sound of your heartstrings.
Here's the chorus.
It's just the chemicals, but I say
Got a really close sound.
oh, I'm a mess.
Almost like no reverb on it at all. I think I've got a tiny bit of plate reverb on my lead vocal, but on the backing vocals nothing, because I wanted to keep that room sound.
And are you recording really close to the mic? Are you stood up? Are you sat down?
Well, funnily enough, I didn't have a pop filter with me, so I'm literally like holding the mic like there, so I don't do any plosives into the mic.
Okay.
But I am holding it really close, so I get that close sound. And then the electric guitar might be cool to talk about. It's got that really nice kind of tremolo on it. And then I paired that with Kevin Winter's lovely electric guitar. And it's created this quite nice, spacious. It's just a nice and spacious kind of sound. Yeah. And then this theme actually at the end, this was completely by coincidence that I kind of like came across this. I was just playing. It's just like that falling guitar pattern. I was like, that was really nice, and that inspired the outro. Yeah. This is actually quite interesting here. I put in the original voice memo, so you can hear that. I think it's this track.
Full chorus.
Is that you? And it's literally just like me ad-libbing. I chopped it up a bit because the rest of it sounded whack. But I've just put it underneath, and I think it just like added a bit of kind of personal, I don't know, intimate feel to it.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. It sounds really nice.
Yeah.
Chorus. Backing vocals here, again quite D'Angelo inspired. Yeah, I just wanted to sort of make a layer of instrumental music that was just going to carry it through to the end. So I thought it'd be nice to add a bit of backing vocals and some ad-libs over the top, which you hear. But more than anything, I think it's quite a nice song to just jam on for a bit. And I think I just wanted to like capture that, and I think the band as well like really captured the essence of just that jam feel, which is really cool.
Was there any artists or specific sounds that inspired you?
There's so many different ones. Al Green, Stevie Wonder. I think D'Angelo, like his kind of almost free like aspect of going around production, and his kind of vocal layering, everything like that, was a big aspect of this. Alan Stone as well is another one. What a voice. And I think Alan Stone, like he has that saturated feel in his songs. So production wise, all of those artists really kind of like came into it. And also in the second chorus, I chucked these kind of roomy vocals on.
Said it's just the chemicals, but I say I'm a mess. Oh, I'm a mess.
So it's almost like you've got like 5-6 people in the room. And I got inspired, you know, through the Dijon McGee stuff. They have that really roomy sound where it's almost like, you know, everyone's singing together. And I think this chorus needed something to back it up. It needed like a few different voices. So I pointed the mic away from me in the room,
and just kind of like almost, like shouted it into the mics.
Is there anyone that inspired you other than artists? Kind of family, friends, sounds, places, genres?
Yeah, I mean, I think moving to the city when I was, going into first year of uni in Manchester, I think that did change my sound a lot, just naturally, and being surrounded by a lot of friends that are into gospel music, soul music, you naturally pick it up. You've got so many different genres. I really want to try and move from maybe a more singer-songwriter, folky kind of background to a bit more soul inspired. And it's like, not trying to recreate these artists at all, but it's just almost just taking little elements from different people. And a lot of my friends, are super into gospel music and are amazing players, and just listening to them has helped me, really like push this sound. So yeah.
Let's finish this off by hearing the final version in full.
Let's do it.
Lost in the moment, forgot where I was. The sound of your heartstrings pulling against me runs through my thoughts. You said it's just the chemicals, but I say I'm a mess. Oh, I'm a mess. Hoping for a miracle, you leave me in regret when I'm upset. I listen to your confessions, maybe I should have left when you first called me, crying on the stairs. It's time that I looked up, wiped all the teardrops under my eyes. I've heard your excuses, the feeling so useless is all in my mind. You said it's just the chemicals, but I say I'm a mess. Oh, I'm a mess. I'm hoping for a miracle, you leave me in regret when I'm upset. I listen to your confessions, maybe I should have left when you first called me, crying on the stairs. Mm-hmm.